Yo, wait.
Oh, look it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer
Which
that.
one?
It looks like at the beginning, it's just a guy and a girl seemingly joking, having fun on this live stream, and people are commenting as they're sort of talking and having fun.
David is a young man who could have been a superstar. And Celeste was a child who could have done anything with her life.
Celeste is 13. David is 18. It's one of the few videos we have of the two of them together, if not the only video.
I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
What really happened to Celeste Rivas Hernandez? At the heart of this story, there's that question.
We need to delete this.
Maz, can we delete all VODs? Oh my, delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes.
New details in the investigation surrounding the death of a teenage girl.
Celeste Rivas' death continues to be shrouded in mystery.
Her badly decomposed remains wrapped in plastic discovered inside the trunk of this black Tesla.
It's every parent's nightmare. You have this young, beautiful girl found dismembered, stabbed, mutilated in the trunk of a car.
There are so many questions here, and now we actually may have some answers, and they are horrifying.
My name is Stephen McCarty. I am a parkour coach. I also coach gymnastics and ninja.
Yeah! That's it. That's it.
I met David around 2018 at the first gym. He was in our ninja and parkour mix program. Him and his brother, they both worked really hard. Everything on the surface, very normal, very religious and God-centered family. I did notice the shift from being into parkour, music being more a part of his time and his identity. I liked his music, actually. I mean, I went to his show. Yeah, I had backstage passes, so I got to hang out with him for a little bit.
So is this show the last time you saw him?
This was the last time that I saw him, which was also why I told him what I told him about, watching his surroundings and the people that he's gonna be around. Watch yourself and watch your back.
So it was August of 2025, and I was getting ready to anchor one of our shows called ABC News Live Prime. And I was told, you have this interview with this young star named David. So his name is actually David Anthony Burke, but the way he spells his name is D4vd. And that was actually a username that he had when he was gaming.
David, welcome
How we
to
doing?
ABC News Live.
Thank you, it's a pleasure. Son.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was ready for this career that was about to blow up.
For a record to become a hit, it usually takes a lot of money, right? But he had Romantic Homicide that hit the Billboard charts.
In the back of my mind, you died, and I didn't even cry.
You could imagine that the phones are just ringing off the hook. Who is this guy? Let's get him a label. Let's bring him in.
We learned that David had met Celeste online in some chat forum, and they had originally developed an online sort of communication relationship.
Celeste grew up just outside LA. Her parents are immigrants from El Salvador, and she has some older siblings, and by all accounts, it seems like she was really loved.
They began having a sexual relationship when she was approximately 13 years old. That continued all the way through her 14th birthday.
What was the precipitating event that you believe led to the murder?
There was some indication that Celeste was unhappy with the status of their relationship. She had potentially threatened David that she might out the fact that he was involved in a sexual relationship with a minor.
Law enforcement says that that's not just a gap, that's rape. That's sex with a minor who cannot give consent.
April 23rd, 2025 is the last day Celeste Rivas Hernandez is seen alive.
According to law enforcement, David and Celeste were texting throughout the day. At night, he sends an Uber for her to pick her up at her home and drop her off at his home, sometime between 8:40 p.m. and then dropping off at 10:10 p.m. It's not a short trip. It's some 70 miles, about an hour and a half away.
The medical examiner's report determined that Celeste had died from what were believed to be puncture wounds to her abdomen. But the nature of the injuries was consistent with that of a stab wound or being stabbed with some sort of sharp instrument.
Stabbing someone requires close proximity, and it generally is a crime of passion. This girl suffered.
David Burke then started spinning a web of lies to try to create an alibi for his whereabouts.
A week after the murder, he's been busy, he's been promoting, he's doing all of that, but now prosecutors say that he uses a fake name, Victoria Mendez, to start ordering more things. And what he orders that day? 2 chainsaws.
A few days later, David is back on Amazon ordering things again, ordering a heavy-duty laundry bag, a body bag, and a blue inflatable pool.
It's really disturbing when you think about the timeline, because what prosecutors say is that this body was in the house for 12 days before he allegedly dismembered her, and then puts her in this car, and the car is just sitting on this property for months as this body is decomposing. It's really troubling.
By all accounts, that Tesla stays inside David's garage or on his property from May of 2025 until the end of July.
Prosecutors say that he actually gets in the car, David. He starts driving about 400 feet, not too far. He moves the car and he parks it on the street. And prosecutors say he's the last person to drive that car, and they know that because they have evidence, including surveillance video.
The disturbing discovery in the trunk of a car involving a famous musician and his Tesla.
September 8th, from what I recall, was a clear, sunny, warm day. We received the call sometime in the early afternoon hours.
I get an alert on my phone. This car had actually been towed, and it was in an impound lot. And there was this strong smell of decay coming from the car. And that's why police were called.
So this is the worst case scenario.
They opened the trunk, and what they found was straight out of nightmares.
When the trunk of the car was opened and the officers looked in to see the contents, they saw what appeared to be a partially dismembered and badly decomposed body.
It doesn't take them very long to find out who the car belongs to. It's registered to David.
We've been talking about all of this evidence, but investigators say some of the strongest evidence came when they raided David's house.
He's away on tour. He's not even there. But apparently what they found inside the house, that's what allowed them to start connecting the dots.
David pled not guilty to all charges against him. His attorneys issued a statement that said, "The actual evidence in the case will show that David Burke did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez, and he was not the cause of her death. We will vigorously defend David's innocence."